Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is threatening to withdraw from his country's ceasefire with Hamas and resume fighting if the militant group doesn't release hostages by Saturday. It follows President Trump's remarks Monday that, quote, all hell will break out, end quote, if the warning is not heeded. As a response, Israel is ordering its troops to increase their presence around Gaza. Natasha Hall is a senior fellow with the Middle East program at the Center for Strategic and International Intelligence. She joins us now for all these developments. Natasha, thank you for being here. So now that the Trump administration is discussing a second and permanent relocation of the Palestinian people, give us a quick history of the situation, the complexity, and why countries in the region are so against this.
Well, thanks for having me on this topic in particular. It's very important. Most of the people in Gaza have actually already been forcibly displaced from other parts of what is now Israel. And so, I mean, they are a very vulnerable community for about 20 years now. They've been effectively under siege. And so they know what it's like to be permanently displaced and held in limbo and in uncertainty. So I think that this plan goes against, I think, all U.S. policy previous to President Trump to find some kind of sustainable solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. In addition to that, I think it really undermines the stability of Jordan and Egypt and Saudi Arabia and many other Arab countries in the Middle East that the United States has spent decades really supporting and protecting from radicalization, other kinds of migration, et cetera, especially for Jordan. This is a very resource-poor country, has very little water even for its existing population, let alone to take in 1 million more Palestinians. And I should remind viewers that about 60% of Jordan is already Palestinian. And so, you know, we actually saw a resistance mounted against Israel from Jordan in decades past in the 70s. So it really doesn't make sense for Israeli security either to move this population over to Jordan and destabilize a neighbor that Israel has made peace with.
So President Trump now says Palestinians wouldn't have a right to return to Gaza after it's rebuilt. This is after saying that they would last week when he initially released this plan, revealed it. Does he even have the right to decide?
I mean, that's a really great question. I mean, according to international law, no, he does not have the right to decide. But it seems like President Trump feels that he is potentially above international law and U.S. law for that matter as well when he is making such statements. So, I mean, this isn't really his area to decide. But it seems like he's pushing forward and doubling down on this rhetoric anyways. I think the danger of that kind of rhetoric, though, is that it really gives a pass to many of our adversaries that would want to do essentially the same thing in places like Ukraine and Taiwan.
Natasha Hall, thank you.
Thank you.